going to finish putting it together. Then I'll tack this thing in. I guess I'm totally not tacking it in because, man, the needle's too big. Here we go. That'll work. I always double my thread when I'm doing this little stitch in the back of this sweatband. That'll work. Sometimes I change the color of this thread depending on the hat. But it's a white hat. It's a white cowboy hat. So we'll use white, which will look cool. Then just go do this all the way down, back up. Dude, it's the weirdest thing, like filming yourself while you work. I don't think I mind it. It's just like you're like talking to yourself, which is so strange. In hopes that people watch it, which isn't that bad. It's whatever. There's definitely worse things you could be doing. I'm definitely fortunate enough to be making hats for a living, which is incredible. So I'm gonna start posting more of this stuff. I'm gonna start like interviewing people too, like have them come in, pick up their custom hat, have a conversation with folks. Because the rad thing about this job is I just meet the most random people, like the most random people ever, from like musicians to entrepreneurs. I guess like John Stamos' wife bought a hat from like one of my hats from a hat shop here in town the other day, which is pretty like weird and wild. I mean, sick. I love it. I don't know who she is, but I don't know. It's no different from the plumber buying my hat. It's all of it's rad. But yeah, it's weird. It's like you try to think of these ideas to grow your company. There's just so much content out there. It's insane. It's awesome. It's like you can't really be mad at folks for being glued to their phone all the time. I don't know. Crazy. So much rad stuff out there. Alright, we're done. Look at that. Sharp. We're going to tie this off. And I always tuck this thread underneath that stitch back there. I'll double knot it. Some folks use like a sewing machine for this, but I just think it looks so terrible. No offense if you do it, it's obviously personal preference. This just looks way cleaner. My teacher taught me how to do this. Her hats when I was an apprentice, like 10 years ago. Oh, doesn't want to do it. It's weird to think I've been making hats for 10 years. But my company's not 10 years old. But it's weird to think I've been making a living doing this. Then it all blew up and I had to go get a job. But you live and you learn, dude. You live and you learn. See that? I use a piece of tape back there too to hold it. We're gonna get a bow. We'll use a white bow. White hat, white bow, white stitches, why not? Cool. I don't have enough thread. Yeah, we'll make it work. We'll see. And the real question is, where the hell did you put your needle at? Dude, I lose so many needles throughout the week. I have this rule with my kids that they can't walk into my shop without shoes on. Alright. Put this bow on here real quick. Alright, sick. That's going in. Make sure that's laying good. I put 5 stitches in my bows. Some folks just sew like the middle part, and that's cool, but you just kind of have like a bump on the back of your head, which sucks. It's like, who wants that? Look at that. Fantastic. Get this kind of even. Is it truly even? Probably not. I don't know. Eyeball it. Who cares? Right on. We'll do one more. All right. Tie that a couple times. I'll do one more. Why not? Sick. So I have to fold this over. It's a little long. I can probably trim that down. I'm gonna do one more piece of tape right there because I fold this thing over. I'll show you. Some folks do it. Some people don't. It's just something that I kind of thought of as I've been making hats throughout the years. That goes right there. It just kind of keeps it nice and clean and tight. Fold it over. Boom. That can go back in there. And I'm just going to fold this tape over real quick. Sick. Make sure it fits in this hat. This is the back. That's the front. Sick. Watch this. Feed it in here. Make sure our thread's good to go. Throw our thread in here. Maybe. We got it. Here's our white hat. It doesn't look white in this lighting, but it's very white. I'm gonna line those lines up with my sweatband. Just oops. Okay. That'll work. All right. We're just gonna go for it. Tuck in the rest of that sweatband. We're good. I overlap a little bit. Cool. That'll do it. Wow, lined up and everything, dude. Sick. All right, we're back at it. I'm just making sure the sweatband's laying down really good, which it is, which is nice. Can't beat that. The edge of this brim is still real sharp, so I'm gonna sand down the edge of this brim, smooth it out, trim this guy. You don't want that little tail hanging there, so you want to get rid of that. And there's another tail that's gonna be tucked in. No, maybe not. That was it. That's what I was talking about. I'm just an idiot. So, cool. All right, send this down. It's a white hat, so I want to sand down with some like cleaner sandpaper. All right, I'm just going over real gently. What's up, Frankie? My dog just walked in here. There's so much felt in this room. It's absolutely insane. Absolutely nuts. So I'm just smoothing this over. Real easy, taking off that hard edge off that brim. Work. You get these hat sponges off Amazon, they're super cheap and they rule. I think you get some from like some other hat shops, but those ones are like super porous and I don't know, they're just not very good. All right, so I got that sanded off, but I do this little trick where I get a really small piece of sandpaper like that. I'm not pinching it, I'm pinching my finger so it's just super tight right there. And I just go over this bad boy a few times. Just like that. Cool. Looks good, feels good. That'll work, dude. All right. I think we're gonna shape this dude up real quick. Set this aside, we'll need this when we put the 2-ply ribbon on. I don't want that on there. I'm not touching my iron on this hat. I'm just getting it a little bit above. Open up the fibers of that hat. I'm gonna do a nice center dent real quick. We'll straighten it up. I'm just trying to get that initial center dent right here. Dude, working on a white hat in this space is, I'm an idiot. Hang on here. I don't think I've ever made a white cowboy hat before. Not like an all white cowboy hat. What's up, Frankie? Yeah. This will even out, I think. We'll find out. I don't know. she just wants a cattleman crease in here. So, what do you need, dude? Do you need to go outside? All right, I'll be back. All right, cool, we're back. All right, we're gonna get back to shaping this hat up, making sure it's straight. You're doing a cattleman crease. It'll be all right. Let's check this out. Try to make the sides even. Here's the back of my hat. Here's the front. It's getting there. It's looking pretty good. So this side back here needs to come back a tad bit. Look at that, dude. This thing's coming together. Kind of widen it out in the front. Sick. It's looking sharp. Nice. Cool. That's sick. All right, hat band time. All right, I'm gonna use this vintage white 3-ply. It's kind of like probably the last hat I'll be able to use it on. It's pretty much gone at this point. I've had it for several years. We're gonna do this tie. Kind of loop it. Go around. Come in. And pull that through the back side. Pull that tight, whatever. Cool. That looks good. Just like that. I'm gonna tack this. I'll tack it once, second time, third time, fourth time, and I'll put one, probably 2 more tacks right in the middle to hold it. Gotta keep this thing clean, dude. Cool. Yeah, and I'll just use white, that same white thread on this thing as well. And then I'm gonna fit it to her head. So I'm not gonna shape it just yet. But it'll be a cowboy hat. Throw a lightning bolt right there. Which is gonna suck, dude, because it's white. I keep saying that. So I don't like making white hats, but dude, it's all good. Yep, that's it. That'll do it. Three times, why not? Snip. Do one right here. Boom. 2, 3. Looks sick. It's done. When I was an apprentice, my teacher would never let me use a thimble. It's like the most ridiculous thing in the world. I don't know why. But now I use a thimble because it's like, why would you not? Fantastic. All right, that's there. One right here. There we go. It's pretty close to the knot. That'll work. Move that thread over. Right on. Couple more of these. Staying in that line and that ribbon. Ply ribbon is my favorite. I got a bunch of 6-ply that's like dead stock. I don't put on very many hats at all because once it's gone, it's gone. But I think they're actually like making it out in Italy right now, so you can get some decent stuff. Cool. What do you want, dude? No way. Get out of here. Go get a job. Took this back right here. Nope. There we go. That'll work. Looks sick. Nice. Let's see here. Dude, one more after this and we're donezo's. Scoot it over a tad bit. Cool. Boom. Don't need that anymore. Cool. Throw a liner in it, throw a lightning bolt on it, shape it up tomorrow.